Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the latest bold and beautiful preview, Liam's diagnosis has led to the moment viewers knew was coming. Plus, can Finn promise to do what Liam asks of him? Steffi has been pushing Liam to tell Hope the truth about his diagnosis, and it took him a long time to get to the point that he was ready to do so. Unfortunately, Steffi couldn't wait any longer and beat him to the punch, revealing that Liam was staying with her and Finn because he was dying. Coming up, with tears in her eyes, Hope tells Liam that their future is together, and she doesn't want to spend any more time apart. However, she has no idea that Carter is listening at the door. Of course, this seems to send Carter running into Daphne Rose's arms. Only last week, he told her he wasn't ready to give up on Hope, but is he now? Daphne tells him that he and Hope were never meant to be and kisses his cheek. Finally, in Finn's office, Liam tells the doctor to promise he'll bring Steffi and Hope together if and when he's gone. The scene of the women embracing one another in tears already suggests that Liam's battle has forced them to put recent bitterness aside. But how long can that last? Plus, given that Hope has chosen Liam, it feels like a sign to expect a miracle, and that he will live to see another day. In the glitz and shadows of Los Angeles, love takes another treacherous turn as confessions are made, impossible requests are voiced, and old wounds are ripped wide open again. The week ahead promises shock, soul-searching, and betrayals that might just shatter everything again. Chapter 1: The Weight of Unspoken Love. Hope Logan stood at the edge of the Forrester Creations observation deck, the morning sun glinting off the skyscrapers below. Her hands gripped the railing, knuckles white, eyes red from another sleepless night. Somewhere inside her heart, clarity had bloomed, but it came with a cost she wasn't sure she was strong enough to pay. The door creaked open behind her. "Hope," Thomas' voice said, gentle and unsure. She turned slowly, her eyes softening. "You always find me when I need to be found." Thomas Forrester took slow steps toward her, dressed in a sleek black button-down, tailored and crisp, like the man he had fought to become. He had kept his distance, honoring the line Hope had drawn months ago. But in every sketch, in every longing glance, he never stopped loving her. "I just wanted to check on you," he said. But the undertone spoke more. He wanted more than to check. He wanted to reclaim what he'd lost. Hope looked down. "I've been thinking a lot about us. About everything." His breath caught, but he stayed still. She met his gaze. "I'm tired of pretending, Thomas. Of hiding behind what's safe, of denying what I feel." He dared a step closer. "What do you feel?" Hope's heart pounded, but her voice was clear. "Love. I never stopped loving you. Even when I chose Liam, even when I tried to convince myself that what we had was just about the line, the designs, the pressure. I was wrong." Thomas's voice dropped to a whisper. "Say it again." "I love you," Hope said, her voice trembling, "and I'm not running from it anymore." The confession stunned him. He reached out slowly, afraid she'd vanish like a dream. She didn't. Instead, she stepped into his arms. But just as their lips were about to meet, her phone buzzed. She hesitated, then checked it. "Liam, emergency. Meet me at the Cliff House. Please, it's about Finn." Chapter 2: Liam's Unthinkable Request. Liam paced the living room of the Cliff House like a man possessed. His hands shook. He hadn't slept. He hadn't even changed clothes. Steffi, who had been away with the kids for the weekend, was due back soon, but he couldn't wait. He needed answers. He needed more. Finn emerged from the hallway, having just returned from the hospital. "You said it was urgent?" Liam spun toward him. "I'm sorry for barging in like this. I know you and Steffi. Look, this isn't about her. This is about something else. About someone else." Finn folded his arms. "Okay. It's Hope." Finn's expression clouded. "What about her?" "She's spiraling," Liam said. "She's making choices." dangerous ones. I think she's letting Thomas pull her back into that old cycle, and I'm afraid of what it'll do to her. Finn arched a brow. Is she in danger? Because if not, Liam. She's not in physical danger, but emotionally, spiritually. Liam's eyes blazed. Thomas is not good for her, and Steffi might not care what Thomas does anymore, but I do. Finn's jaw flexed. So what do you want from me? Liam looked him straight in the eye. I want you to help me get Thomas committed again. Finn's silence was thunderous. You've seen his records. His past. You've seen what he's capable of. I know he's not your patient, but you're a doctor. A psychiatrist could be brought in, someone impartial. You cold. Absolutely not, Finn said, cutting him off. That's not how medicine works, and it's not how ethics work. You want me to use my profession to destroy a man because you're jealous. It's not jealousy, Liam hissed. It's protection. Finn's voice hardened. You're asking me to help you gaslight someone into an institution. That's not protection, that's revenge. Hope walked in just in time to hear it. Her face drained of color. Revenge, she whispered. Is that what this is about, Liam? Liam turned. Hope, You would destroy a man just to keep him away from me? Hope, you don't see it, Liam said desperately. He's dangerous. He's obsessed. You think this is love, but it's not, it's manipulation. Finn looked between them, feeling the toxicity in the room thicken. Hope stepped back, shaken. You just proved everything I've been afraid of, she said, her voice low. You don't love me, Liam. You want to own me. And with that, she left, the sound of the door slamming behind her ringing in all their ears. Chapter 3. Fallout and Fractures. Later that night, Steffi returned to find Finn staring at a blank television screen, shoulders tense. You okay? She asked, setting her keys down. He looked up. I need to tell you something. About Liam. Her heart sank. What now? He recounted everything. The request. The confrontation. Hope's arrival. Steffi sat down slowly, eyes wide. He asked you to, Finn, that's insane. That's illegal. I know. And he was serious. He's unraveling Steph. Steffi rubbed her temples. This is why I took the kids and left for a while. He's been watching me. Showing up when he's not supposed to. Now this. Finn reached for her hand. You need to talk to him. Set boundaries. Because this isn't going away. Across town, Hope had returned to Thomas, tears in her eyes. He rose, concerned. What happened? She threw her arms around him, clinging to him like a lifeline. Liam tried to destroy you. He asked Finn to help him institutionalize you. Thomas stilled. He what? Hope looked up at him. We can't pretend anymore. We can't tiptoe around him. I'm done with guilt. I want to be with you, completely, no more hiding. Thomas searched her eyes. Even if it means war, Hope nodded. Then we fight. Chapter 4. Brooke, Ridge, and the Reawakening. Meanwhile, at Brooke's mansion, the Logan matriarch poured herself a glass of wine. Her eyes fixated on a folder Ridge had left behind from a Forrester board meeting. But her thoughts weren't on business. Ridge walked in moments later. You okay? He asked, noticing her distracted gaze. I just got off the phone with Hope, she said softly. And? She told me everything. About Liam. About Thomas. About her. Brooke met his eyes. She's choosing Thomas again. Ridge exhaled. Then we support her. Brooke blinked. You're okay with this? I'm not jumping for joy, but I've seen the man Thomas is becoming. I'm proud of him. And Hope's not a child anymore. She's allowed to make her own choices. Brooke looked away, emotions swirling. She's choosing chaos. Again. Ridge stepped closer, brushing her cheek. Maybe, or maybe she's choosing strength. You've done that too, Brooke, even when everyone called it selfish or scandalous. She chuckled, despite herself. Is that your way of saying I was right all along? Maybe, he smiled. Their eyes locked, and for a moment, time paused. Chapter 5. Lines in the sand. The next day, Steffi confronted Liam at Spencer Publications. "I know what you did," she said coldly. He looked up, startled. "What I did? You tried to use Finn to destroy Thomas. Again. Do you realize how sick that is? If I was trying to protect Hope. From what? Herself. God, Liam, you can't control every woman who doesn't want you," he recoiled. "That's not fair." "No, what's not fair is you acting like you're some hero while sabotaging people's lives. Hope chose Thomas. Deal with it." "She's making a mistake," he said through clenched teeth. "Then let her," Steffi snapped. "You lost her. Just like you lost me. You want to know why? Because you never learned how to let go." And with that, she walked out, leaving Liam stunned in his office, the walls around him crumbling. Chapter 6. Impossible Decisions. At the hospital, Finn stared at a file on his tablet but couldn't focus. The situation with Liam had shaken him. Worse, it put his marriage under a microscope. What kind of man would he be if he didn't protect Steffi from everyone? Meanwhile, Hope and Thomas walked hand in hand through downtown, oblivious to the whispers around them. They paused outside Il Giardino. "Let's have dinner," Thomas said. "Let's live like the world doesn't hate us." Hope smiled. "Let's." Inside, eyes turned. Some sneered. Others gasped. But they didn't care. They were done hiding. Back at Brooke's house, Liam showed up uninvited, desperate. "Please," he said, "tell me you see it. Tell me you understand." But Brooke, who once backed every Liam panic, only looked weary. "I think I do," she said gently. "But I also think you need to move on." From Hope? From your need to control her. Chapter 7. Breaking Points. Thomas and Hope's dinner ended with a kiss that made headlines. Paparazzi photos were online within an hour. Steffi saw the images on her phone and sighed. "Well, it's official." Finn wrapped an arm around her. "They're not hiding anymore." Steffi frowned. "Neither should we." Later that night, she drafted a message to Liam. "Do not contact me or Finn unless it's about Kelly." At Spencer Publications, Liam opened the message and stared at it for a long time. Then with shaking hands, he deleted Hope's number from his phone. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAU to UFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.